Good afternoon, everyone. Today's topic is Minimum Wages Act. Minimum Wages Act 1948. What is Minimum Wages Act and why it was started? Um, the Minimum Wages Act was passed for the welfare of the laborers, and this act has been enacted to secure the welfare of the workers in a competitive market by providing for a minimum limit of wages in certain employments. So, in a development country like ours, I mean in India, which faces the problem of unemployment on a very large scale, it is not unlikely that labor may offer to work even on starvation wages. So the policy of this act therefore is to prevent employment of sweated labor in the general interest, and so in prescribing the minimum wages rate, the capacity of the employer need not be considered, as the state assumes that every employer must pay the minimum wages for the employee labor. So this act says that the minimum wages rate must ensure not only the mere physical need of the worker, which would keep him just above starvation, but must ensure for him not only his subsistence and that of his family, but also preserve his efficiency as a workman. It should therefore provide not merely for the bare subsistence of his life, but the preservation of workers, and so must provide for some measures of educational, medical requirements, and amenities. So, um, to begin with the slides now, what are the objectives of this act? So, as from the name itself, it is clear to provide the minimum wages to the workers in a organized sector, and to stop the exploitation of the workers, and to empower the government to take steps for the fixing minimum wages and to revising it in a timely manner so that there is no exploitation of the workers, and to apply this law on most of the sections in organized sector. And now, what is the historical background of this act, and what is the history? So, in 1990, the International Labour Organization highlighted the importance of minimum wages as a part of the treaty. The concept of minimum wages was evolved to protect the workers against exploitation by the employers. The workers get wages substantially low when compared to the other industry workers, hence, it became a crisis between the workers where they cannot meet their daily needs. So, in 1928, a draft was adopted for minimum wages in the International Labour Conference. So, in 1929 or 28, the Royal Legislation on Labour adopted the subject of minimum wages and discussed establishing statutory wage fixing machinery in India. In 1928, the resolution of Geneva Convention contained that the Minimum Wages Act is to fulfill the aspiration of the workers and to be protected against exploitation by their employers in regard to low wages. Regarding the minimum wages legislation, it has been discussed in third and fourth meeting of the Standing Labour Committee in 1943 and 44, conference in 1943, 44 and 45. And Dr. B.R. Ambedkar drafted the minimum wages bill on 11th April 1946. The bill was introduced and enforced on 15th March 1948 due to delay constitutional changes. So this is the history, and now what are the features of this act? What are the salient features? So this act specified minimum wages for all the government sector employees, including central and state government. Minimum wages is equal to minimum payment plus special allowance, including house rent allowances. And the wage fixing mechanism according to the act is minimum wage rate, minimum piece rate, and a guaranteed time rate and price rate applicable to overtime. And there are different classes for fixing minimum wage, including different scheduled employments, different classes of work in the same scheduled employment, adults, children, apprentices, and different localities. And to explain further, there are standard criteria for fixing minimum wages, and 25% of the total wage is considered to be the social expenditure. The food requirement must be ascertained by the regular calorie intake by the family. The minimum wages must be revised every 5 years, and the same has to be announced every 6 months. The Regional Labour Commission shall be authority for claiming the remedy under Section 20 of the Minimum Wages Act. And now, what is the scope and applicability of this act? And this act, Minimum Wages Act 1948, extend to the whole of the India. This act may be called Minimum Wages Act 1948. And who are the persons who are eligible for this Wages Act? Permanent employees are eligible. Contractual employees are also eligible. If somebody is casual worker, they are also eligible. Then people on probation, they are eligible. Trainees who get stipend and not get minimum wages. Now, who is the appropriate government? There are some of the definitions. These are some of the definitions covered under this act. First one is appropriate government, that comes under section 2, subsection B. So, appropriate government means concerning any scheduled employment carried on by or under the authority of the central government or a railway administration, or concerning a mine, oil field, or major port, or any corporate established by a central act, the central government, and concerning any other scheduled employment, the state government. And the next definition is wages. So wages is like, wages means all remuneration capable of being expressed in terms of money, which would, if the terms the contract of employment express or employed were fulfilled, be payable to a person employed in respect of his employment or work done in such employment. So some other definitions are like child, adolescent, adult, competent authority, cost of living index number, employer, scheduled employment, and employee. So like we'll be discussing these also. So everybody knows what is a child. A child is a person who is under the age of 18, and adolescent is a person who has completed his 18 years of age. And now adult. Now, competent authority is, competent authority means the authority appointed by the appropriate government by notification in its official gazette to ascertain from time to time the cost of living index number. Um, Living index number applicable to the employees employed in the scheduled employment specified in such notification. And employer is like, means any person employs one or more new employees in any scheduled employment in respect of which minimum rate of wages have been fixed under the act. Now, cost of living index number in relation to employees in any scheduled employment in respect of which minimum rate of wages have been fixed and ascertained and declared by the competent authority by notification in the official gazette to be the cost of living index number applicable to the employees in scheduled employment. So, these are some of the terms. Now, fixing of minimum rate of wages now. So, who fix the minimum rate of wages? Like the appropriate government is empowered to fix minimum rate of wages for different classes of employees, skilled, unskilled, clerical, supervisory, employed in any scheduled employment, and to review and revise the same from time to time, the interval between two revisions not exceeding 5 years, considering the change in price index and dearness allowance. So, the minimum rate of wages may be fixed for different employments, for different classes in the same employment, for adolescents, children, and apprentices, for different localities, and the rate of wages may be a time rate, a piece rate, a guaranteed time rate, and overtime rate. And it shall be reviewed and revised at intervals not exceeding 5 years. So what are the different minimum wages may be fixed by the government? It is for the different employments, different, these we have already done. So segregation is done by the hour, by the day, by the month, or by such or the larger period. And what are the different wages that government fixed? It is like basic plus special allowance, basic plus cash value like food, clothes, etc., and all inclusive rates like basic cost of living allowance and cash value of concessional supply of materials. And so fixation of minimum wages is recommended by the advisory board, and then it is published recommendations in national publications, then hearing the representatives, and last is notification of minimum wages. And what are the advisory boards for the minimum wages act? It is appointed by the appropriate government, and appropriate government to coordinate the work of committee and subcommittees, and this is covered under section 5. Then central advisory board is also there, that is covered under section 8, and both the central government and state government fix the minimum wages rate. And what are the committees? Committees, each of the committees, subcommittee, and the advisory board shall consist of persons to be nominated by the government. Appropriate government can be state government or central government. Then employers and employees must be representing in the scheduled employment independent persons not exceeding one third of the total number of persons. And there should be a correction of errors also, and if any error is there, then that should be reported to the appropriate government at any time by notification in the official gazette. And any clerical or arithmetical mistakes or mathematical mistakes should be corrected within a proper time frame. And what are the wages in kind now? Minimum wages shall be paid in cash. Fine. And the appropriate government may authorize, where there has been a custom of payment in this manner, payment of minimum wages either wholly or partly in kind. And payment of minimum wages comes under section 12. Minimum wages has to be paid without any deductions other than statutory deductions. So payment of wages less than minimum wage on the ground is illegal. And what are the normal working hours for an adult who is working in a factory? So it should number of working hours should not exceed 48 hours in a week within a weekly holiday. And provision of compensatory holiday must be there. If any person has worked for on a day of a holiday, then he should be given a leave, earned leave should be given to a person, or unearned leave should be given to a person on the very next day. The daily hours should not exceed more than 9 hours within with 1 hour rest interval. Then overtime wages should be given. If any person has worked overtime, he should be given a proper overtime, and records should be maintained for the particular employed person, or or what wages is given to whom and at what time. Then receipts should also be given, and the work performed by him should be given. A labor commissioner is appointed by the government to provide the claims to an employers. Then what are the penalties? Offenses like payment of less minimum wages to employee, and punishment is, if anybody has paid less minimum wages to employee, then he should be imprisoned, which extend to 6 months or 500 or both. Then what are the powers of state government to add schedule? The state government has to notify in the official gazette that not less than 3 months of his intention to do so. If state government wants to change any rule regarding to the minimum wages act, he should give prior notice in the official gazette. That should be like 3 months earlier. Then only government can change. The power of the central government to make rules, it should follow the proper procedure or proper code of conduct. Like it should be done in the method of voting or filling the casual vacancies, or proper forums should be made. So this is all about minimum wages act. Thank you.